Joe, it's for you.
Right. Got your passports?
Yes, it's Lynn Whiteley.
Ta. Got your airline tickets?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mark's looking at them now.
You have to be at the airport 2 hours before your flight, you know.
There's plenty of time, love.
We have travelled a little before, you know.
Not with this outfit, though, I'll bet. Wing and Prayer Airlines. Check your policies before climbing the rope ladder to get on board.
Don't talk like that when they're about to leave for the airport.
I was only joking.
It's not very funny. And that's Lynn Whiteley on the phone asking when can she have her vacuum cleaner back.
What's she fussing about?
Because it's hers and she wants it returned, that's what.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, not that vacuum cleaner again.
But why can't you take it? She's your friend.
Because I didn't promise to return it. Take it back now.
I'm taking Annie and Leonard to the airport.
I'll do that. Just do as you promised, OK?
Joe, don't spoil it
It's
all.
OK, Sarah. He's right. I should have taken it back.
I'll take them to the airport.
No, you're seeing the contractors at Skipdale Bridge to make sure there's access to get the tractor back. Tried myself today, but the foreman weren't there. And I had to make a detour because of the waterworks.
You're doing some organising today, aren't you, Joe?
Hey, you two. I want to go away leaving a happy family. I don't want to be in Spain thinking of you all squabbling.
All right, Joe, I'll go and sort the access out. You two, have a wonderful holiday.
Yes, we will. Thank you, love.
Have a good flight and all that.
It's not flying I worry about. It's crashing.
Don't be so silly. We'll be all right. And in a few hours, we'll be in sunny Spain.
It'll be dark when we get there.
You know what I mean. Oh, by the way, the policies are in that cupboard over there, just in case. And I think we've just time for a nice cup of Yorkshire tea before we go. Kettle, Joe?
Josh, hi, it's me. No. Yes, I've had lots of second and third and fourth thoughts. I can't help wondering if this is the right thing to do. I love you.
Hi. Where are you going?
Archie's asked me to babysit Alice. He and Nick are going out.
I've just had an interesting conversation with the police.
And?
The detective I spoke to remembered his father had a similar problem with his mother years ago. Women's troubles. We put it down to your hormonal imbalance, a change of life and all that. He was very understanding under the circumstances. I've convinced him that you fabricated the whole story about me planting the typewriter.
Do you really think that's an end to it? I am going to make you suffer for this.
Oh. Really?
Remember the stolen Roman bracelet, or have you forgotten already?
Yes, well, you were involved in that as much as I am.
Exactly. I know everything about it. Bank statements, the lot.
So we'll be in court together, won't we?
After what you tried to do to Michael, it'll be worth it. I want you to get what you deserve. And hopefully that's a jail sentence. Don't underestimate how I feel about you.
Oh, hi.
Hi. God, I wish they'd finished that waterman. It took me an extra hour to get home tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I could do with being based over there somewhere.
Really?
You'll be being very furtive tonight. What are you up to?
Nothing.
It doesn't look like nothing to me. You didn't buy lingerie for Ruth after all, did you?
No. Where are you going to?
It's prostate night at the Woolpack.
Who could resist that?
Probably a lot of people. I said I'd meet Chris there.
I thought Chris was going over to Skipdale to see a friend.
He is, and he's picking up Kathy and meeting me at the pub. Why don't you join us?
Yeah, I might do that. I just want to do a couple of things first.
Good. I look forward to seeing you later.
Right.
I don't want to rush you, Ma, but if you want to have a wander through the duty-free and that...
Oh, come on, Lennon. There'll be no peace till we're on our way.
Can you take the bags back?
Yeah, I'll take it back later.
It's always later with you, isn't it? Never now. If it'll do tomorrow, that's when it'll happen.
Leave me alone. Just because you've had an argument with Rachel, you're taking it all out on me.
Just take it back now, will you?
Have a good time, Gran.
I love.
See you
Thank
later.
Bye-bye.
You shouldn't keep getting at the lad, Joe.
I only do it when necessary. Well, come on, let's get cracking.
I'll drive them, Joe, if you've got things to do.
No, I'll do it. I mean, I can't do anything till Jack sorts out the access for the tractor, can I? Hey, come on. It's supposed to be a happy time. You're going on your holidays.
Well, promise me that you and Mark will be the best of friends next time I see you together again.
I promise you that when he gets back, I'll say thank you for going and everything will be fine, okay?
Right.
Fast asleep before I finish reading the story.
She'll still be whites out from Christmas. Yeah. You ready for the op when Elizabeth arrives?
Archie, I wish you'd told me you were asking her.
Yeah. You'd have just said not to, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Look, I am fighting for custody of Alice. Elizabeth is part of the enemy.
No worries about custody, not with your track record. Anyway, we've promised our support in his hour of prostate need.
Hello.
Right.
What's Smoky doing here?
We're looking after him for Seth. Right, now, Alice is upstairs, fast asleep, and we're only going down to the Woolpack to support the fundraising.
I hope Seth gets a good turnout. It's very quiet out there. I hardly saw a soul as I walked over here.
Yeah, well, it's the lull between Christmas and the New Year, isn't it? God only knows why he's picked tonight to do the fundraising.
Well, I do. Pub would be dead otherwise.
He's not daft in turn. I thought he was doing it for Seth's good health. Right, come on.
Right, so I'm in for a peaceful evening then.
Guaranteed.
Don't worry what time you get back in. I'm not bothered about going home.
See you later.
Sit down.
I thought you'd been charging admission tonight, surely.
How can we charge admission? It's a pub.
Lots of pubs charge admission at Christmas time. I think it's outrageous, Miss Enlight, but seeing as tonight's a bit special.
And the money being raised is for you. Cheers.
For my operation, surely. You don't want to give people the wrong impression.
Quite right, sir. Oh, hey, you look terrific.
Thank you. No, you are?
It's Shirley, Mr. Turner.
Yes, I know it's Shirley, Seth, but what are you meant to be?
Nell Gwynn, good sir.
But this is a Dickensian evening.
Well, I don't think you'll find anybody complaining.
Yes, you're quite right. You look wonderful. We ought to charge admission just to see you.
Oh, thanks. Perhaps I could charge £1 a kiss. That might bring the money rolling in, eh, Seth?
I don't think we need resort to that sort of thing.
Well, as long as we all remember what we're here for. But we'll make another call.
I don't think there's much risk of our forgetting, do you?
Good boy. Yes, you were. Yes. Oh, we've got visitors, Dark Star. And I've a good idea what they want. And it isn't me or you. No.
Hi. Is it possible for the kids to see Samson? If there's any trouble, we understand.
I'm sure he'd be delighted.
Oh, thanks.
Where have you been then?
Been to see a pantomime in Kelthwaite.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Oh, yes, we have.
Mum, have you seen my skiing jacket anywhere?
Try the box marked Jessica's clothes.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
First thing in the morning, then. And don't let me down.
We'll do what's best, that's all we can do.
You on your own?
What do you want?
I have to know what your intentions are.
I've already told you. I want you punished for what you tried to do to Michael.
We can both get into serious trouble if you do anything foolish.
Me do anything foolish? The worst thing I ever did was to get involved with you. Now just go home.
Not until you tell me what you intend on doing.
Keep your voice down. Alice is asleep. Now you've woken her. You stupid man.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. Now, you're not going to go running away, you know.
Not going right well, is it, Mr. Turner?
Well, the night's young yet, Seth. Don't worry.
I can't help worrying. It's my prostrate problem. You think on it as if it were your problem. You'll be worried.
Yes, I do sympathise, Seth. I'm glad I don't have any problems in that department.
Oh, well, I'm surprised about that, you know, because you're not that much younger than me. I reckon it'll only be a matter of time.
Yes, that's enough, Seth. That's enough food for thought.
Oh, and that's another thing. Why ain't you selling food to raise funds?
I think you can rely on me to maximise the fundraising. The people will come flooding in to the Dickensian reading.
More likely to see Shirley in that blousey coat.
Oh. Ah, there you are, you see. Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Now then, lads. Be honest. What's brought you in here? Mr. Turner's reading at news at where Shirley's dressed.
I think this couple are more likely to be interested in Dickens than busty barmaids.
Don't rise to it. Look, Archie, it's Zoe that's getting at us. You've got to tell people.
Yeah, I know. Let's just leave it for now, shall we?
Look, I could lose Alice over this. Zoe is an adult. Alice is a child. These rumours could ruin her life. You've got to do something about it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I might just have your attention for a moment. I would just like to say a few words about the focus of this evening before I actually start on the reading.
You've hardly got anybody in, and now you're chancing driving them out who are in.
Just leave it to me, will you, Seth?
If Archie had kept his promise and put me that pantomime on, we wouldn't have to put up with all this nonsense.
This is not nonsense, it's culture, and try and show a little gratitude.
Gratitude? An HS is supposed to look after us from cradle to grave. We shouldn't have to rely on people dressing up and reading boring bits out of old books.
Boring? Dickens.
I blame you for this, Archie. He'd never have thought of this if you weren't to let me down.
Well, at least I'm doing something. Archie just proves that ideas are cheap.
Don't start taking it all out on Archie. It's not his fault he wasn't up to it.
They stick by each other, don't they?
And what do you mean by that, Lynn?
Oh, sorry, Nick. I didn't realise you were so sensitive.
I'm going outside to get some fresh air. I've heard enough of this.
No, Archie, stay.
Oh, look, he's right, innit? I did let him down.
Oh, Seth, tell Archie you were joking. Go
Oh,
on.
Nick, just shut up, will you?
I'm only stating facts, lad.
Please, let's just settle down. Show a bit of seasonal goodwill.
You're right there, Mr. Turner. Your heart's probably in right place, even though you do look a bit of a prat.
Seth, I realise you're under a bit of a strain at the moment, but don't push it.
You shouldn't have had a go at him, Seth.
Oh, give over, Nick. Archie knows me well enough. I was just winding him up.
Yeah, well, he's taken it fairly seriously, hasn't he?
I think I'll chance another.
You're not doing yourself any favours by demonstrating that your condition hasn't diminished your capacity for downing ale.
I take that very personally.
That's the way it was meant.
Take me custom somewhere else.
And your prostate problem?
Alan, I didn't mean that, Seth.
You are looking very well, though, Seth. Are you sure you're not just making all this up to get beer money?
What do you know about it? I bet you ain't even got a prostrate gland, so mind your own business.
Seth, how dare you speak to a customer of mine like that? Apologise at once.
I won't.
Well, you won't get another pint in this pub until you do.
Well, that don't bother me much, to be honest. I make me wait at Motorville. They're having a karaoke night for me there tonight. They'll be shoulder to shoulder, standing room only.
You manipulative, ungrateful, rude, crude, ignorant. Oh, just get out, Seth.
I will. And it's a far, far better thing I do than I've ever done before. Sydney cartoon, Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens.
If I never see that man again, it'll be too soon.
Where are the papers to do with the Roman bracelet?
You honestly think I'm going to tell you, do you?
I'll find them eventually.
Oh, no, you won't. Have you been going through my things? Now, you just stay here until I come back. I want to see what sort of mess you've made.
Give me those papers or you will regret it.
Stay here until I come back.
Sorry to invade you like this.
Oh, don't apologise. Glad of the company, to be honest. I mean, I love the horses, but it's a bit of a one-way conversation.
It's nothing to do with me, but, well, is there nobody? Husband, boyfriend?
Divorced. I'm not sure I want to be, especially this time of year.
See why it's called Samson?
Oh, no. According to Seth, it's because his owner was a Steptoe & Son fan. And being a rag and bone man.
But it wasn't Samson, though. What was it called? Oh, it's driving me mad now till I can think of it.
Archie! Archie! Hang on a minute!
Have you packed your sunblock, Ma?
Yes, don't worry. What's that?
Look out! I don't know.
Get yourselves and Samson well away from the fire!
Oh, take the horse right away. Go, quick!
Stop!
No good, tap's gone. This bit'll be all right, though. Damn it. See if you can make it work from that tap by the trough.
Fire brigade's on the way.
It's raining flowers.
The phone's gone dead. God, I'm scared.
is not knowing what's happened. Now, there's got to be a rational explanation. What? I'm going to have to go and find out.
Oh, don't go until we know what's happening.
Whatever it is, Mum, I think it's happened.
If you're going, we're coming with you.
Throw some water over it. Tim, get yourself out of the cab.
Well, what about the horses?
There's nothing we can do.
We can't just leave them. Dark stars in there.
We've got to be practical. You get yourself out of the caravan. The second it gets too hot, you get out and stay up. Don't let the village see what's happened.
Just what could have happened?
I don't know. Have you fixed that hose pipe? No!
We need you here.
I'll get back as soon as I can. Something big's happened down there, and Chris and Zoe are in the village. Don't you take any chances. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Archie! 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 Where are you?
What the hell was it?
I don't know, but it's missed us. Is Robert all right?
He slept through it all. The phone's still not working.
Better get down there, see if I can do anything.
All right, but be careful.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't be too long.
I just hope Joe got your mum and Leonard to the airport all right.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be miles away by now.
Oh, take care.